good whatever time it is in your part of the world. This is only going to be a short thing. I thought going live would be a bit easier than making a video. I saw this earlier, and I'm not a lawyer, yeah, so I haven't actually got a clue. But this doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. It's really strange, especially for a constitutional law scholar. Do you know what I mean? You'd think let's read it and see anyway, yeah? So, it is Jose de Castro, plaintiff. Wait a minute. Yeah, for Vegas PD, again, against Vegas, yeah, you know what I mean? Alright. Plaintiff Jose de Castro offers the following response to all defendants. Motion to stay discovery, blah, blah, blah. In support of this motion, plaintiff submits a memorandum of law which is fully incorporated herein. Memorandum of points and authorities. Plaintiff has not analysed the law stated in defendant's motion, but that law is likely misguided, as is the pattern of the defendants. Plaintiff has not analysed the quotation of plaintiff's facts from his amended complaint, but they are likely misstated, as also is the pattern of these defendants. Now, to get my issue, yeah, why would anybody... Why would you put that? Why would you word it like that? Likely this and likely that. And I haven't even looked at what they're bringing up, what they're using. I haven't even looked at it, but it's likely going to be this and it's likely going to be that. It makes no sense to me. He's a constitutional law scholar. Where's his brain gone? What's going on? I don't understand. It's fucking crackers is what it is. Let me read. Yes, Chille, you done stopped. Oh, it's all right, Tim. We all get spanners in here. I'm stuck being blue, look. It's well annoying. I've got an avatar and it just never fucking works. So I'm blue, so everybody else gets to be blue and all. It's just weird. See the last bit. It's really, really short, like I say. However, unlike the defendants, when the plaintiff has no factual or legal basis to oppose the relief granted in a motion, he will not do that. What? However, unlike the defendants, when this plaintiff has no factual or legal basis to oppose the relief granted... So because he's got nothing, he's not going... So is he saying that the defendants are just bringing up bollocks that is nothing kind of thing, you know what I mean? They're just bringing up bullshit and it means nothing. Likely it does, because I haven't actually looked. What is going on, man? It's fucked up. The court should grant defendant's motion to stay this civil action during the pendency of the state court criminal proceedings, if this court finds that it has been properly pled. So, because he tried to stay the criminal thing, didn't it? From when he got arrested and whatnot, whilst this went on. But now he's agreeing then that this should be stayed whilst that goes on. Which, I mean, if anything's going to get stayed, yeah, it should be that way round. But I don't know, just crackers. So, like I said, this first bit just really muddles me, the whole likely, but that law is likely misguided, as is the pattern of the defendants. But they are likely misstated, as also is the pattern of these defendants. What's going on? It makes no sense. So if any of you know shit about law, you can explain this to me if you want. It does make sense, but it doesn't. It's stupid. It sounds stupid. That's the problem. Which I shouldn't be really surprised, should I? It's Chille, for fuck's sake. So yeah, that's it. That's all I wanted to do, because it just seemed really odd to me. It really does. And just, yeah. I liked, I haven't got it, otherwise I'd read some of that as well. I liked, wait there, you know what? Give me a second. Bollocks. No, I'll get there in eventually. There. Sorry, I'm struggling to find some, because I wanted to look at that other thing that he did. You know where? It's this one, isn't it? Let Merv talk for a minute then. Oh, let me turn volume up.
Happy Wednesday. I have been lately leaving for work at 7 in the morning and getting home from work at drafting apparently the pleadings for both parties for himself and for Wallace. So on one side of the V, you've got Chille, and on the other side of the V, you've got the same attorney. I can't remember his name right now. Well, let's look at it. Here's a motion to strike. Craig Anderson, and the same law firm, Marquis Arbach. So you have the same attorney. Well, I use the word attorney very loosely. You have the same attorney on both sides. You have the same person drafting the pleadings.
Yeah, that's it. So he's, I can't remember, I thought I saw it on the Frogs channel, but I was really struggling to find it. Well, they're saying, shit, wait there. On
both sides of the V for both cases. So I haven't really been covering it, but there has been a new and interesting wrinkle. So we're going to cover that. We're going to go over an order in, this is DeCastro versus Wagner. And then I'm going to just, I guess.
No, that's not the one I wanted. I want the Wallace thing. Let's have a look. It's this one then.
I know you believe that. And a quick look at this motion to preclude Jose DeCastro from practicing law without a license. Now, I know a lot of you believe that Chille's going to get charged with something. I know you believe that. And
can I just interject that? I don't believe that. I don't believe that will happen. Even if it should happen, it won't. And it never does with these people, does it? I mean, look at all the shit we've watched, yeah? In America and in England. And the shit that people get away with, the police just let them off with it. And Chille just, oh God, man, he's got away with so much bullshit. And I think, considering all the stuff that he has got away with, this is not gonna, he's not going to get done for this. I hope, and I think the court will acknowledge their point, because it's fucking true, and do something about that, but I don't think anything criminal will happen. I agree with Merv about that.
I know you believe that somehow this is going to result in something magical happening to Chille. This is a well-written pleading. And in this pleading, the attorney makes a good argument that Chille is in fact practicing law without a license. However, the question is, what does the court have to do at a minimum to preserve the integrity of the court and to really, that's it. What's the minimum to preserve the integrity of the court? So this is one of the cases that was cited by the defense attorney in his motion to preclude Chille DeCastro for practice.
He should get done for stupidity, that XL, absolutely. I always shared him. I've not even paid any attention to him, Should I have a look at him in a minute then? Because, I'm wide awake. I fell asleep at about 10 o'clock or something. And I'm proper wide awake. And it's 13 minutes past 8. I ain't got to do out till 9 o'clock, so go a bit if you want.
Law without a license. You'll notice that this was an Arizona case, but, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Same circuit. This is a district court case. Nothing like this is ever going to get up to the... Thank you. Just in case you guys thought the roosters had gone to bed. Something like this would never get up to the appellate level. So what happened in this case? In this case, the father, Almond Sproul the first, or senior, or whatever he called himself, maybe just Almond Sproul.
I wanted him to look. I just want him to look at Chille's, not Chille's, the thing from Vegas PD's. Vegas PD's motion to dismiss, or whatever the fuck it is. I can't speak legalese, I'm afraid. Blah 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 blah. Let's have a look. Try it from there.
And they're kind of circumstantial evidence. Like, for example, look, this is like this, and this was copied verbatim. And
see, look, he's just rushing through it now, isn't it? See how he is. Like, give me a second. Sorry, I know I'm not thinking. It's just I weren't planning on doing this. Let me slow it down a wee bit. Right. So, defendant Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department, by and through their attorneys of record, hereby file their motion to preclude Jose DeCastro from practicing law without a license and to strike the plaintiff's complaint as an improperly filed pleading. This motion is made and based on the attached memorandum of points and authorities. The pleadings and papers on file herein and any oral argument allowed by counsel at the time of hearing. We'll turn the volume down, then maybe we could just read some of it. The case arises out of an incident between plaintiff Floyd Wallace. Plaintiff knew he was filming in a restricted area because it was obvious based on the sign. Also concerning was the fact plaintiff had covered his face with a mask. Well, that's Wallace in it all over. I'm surprised. Did he do the itchy back thing? Or the, where he has the gun case thing, whatever it's called. What the fuck? I can't fucking think. Do you remember though when he did that? Hi, 6'5", how you doing? Are you okay? Oh my days. Right, so the officers found plaintiff's behaviour suspicious. Not only was plaintiff wearing what appeared to be a ski mask, but he was also wearing glasses and a red hoodie in May in Las Vegas. Yeah, that's him, innit? Typically, it could be fucking July, August in the fucking, in Arizona, and he'd be dressed like that. Crackers. When someone asked plaintiff what he was doing, he refused to answer. Due to plaintiff's suspicious behaviour, police officers detained plaintiff on reasonable suspicion. Thereafter, plaintiff was arrested for attempted trespass and searched. As a result of this arrest, plaintiff filed the subject complaint. Concurrent with this motion, defendant PD is filing a motion to dismiss this complaint. See, look, it goes through it so fast. Comparing both complaints side by side, it is obvious De Castro has engaged in the unauthorised practice of law by assisting plaintiff in the drafting and filing his complaint against LVPD, and plaintiff has only switched out some of the facts alleged in the complaint to fit his own narrative. The glaring similarities between the two complaints are illustrated side by side in the table below. This picture get any better? It's a bit nice. It's on 720. It's a bit shit, isn't it? So anyway, it's whizzes through it, the bastard. Fuck, wait there. Sorry. This is me being professional, though. Super professional, mate. As always. No, fuck it, we're not supposed to go back that far. Fuck me, man. I can't fucking do shit, I can't. Go. No, I've read that bit. Now, see, I whizzed past it again, the bastard. And again. Fuck's sake. Sorry, I'm trying. And it's just going too far. Right, let me find the frogs one, because it's better, innit? I'm just being a bit flipping hard work. I swear to God, where is that? I've watched some of this stuff. There you go. If I go on that, and go on that. Chille gets no... Is it that one? No, that's Ohio. That's the one. See, I like the frog. He keeps it simple.
Voice recording.
I assume you all subscribe to him, aren't you? If somebody can drop the link in the chat, I'd be really grateful. I can do it actually in a minute.
A motion in the Delete Laws v. Wagner et al. In Ohio, and some items dropped on Floyd Wallace's case in Las Vegas, and one of them in particular is extremely interesting. So I think it's going to be the first one that I'm going to drop as a video. You might have to wait for the others. There's also a motion to dismiss on Wallace's case, but let's go through this motion. So it's the Floyd Wallace case, the Las Vegas, and the whole of the state.
I am here. Can't you hear me? That's all right. I saw your thingy, Tim. Where his eyes are. I'm here. Is it not working? Sorry if anything went wrong. I'm definitely here.
Nevada. Defendant LVMPD's motion to preclude Jose De Castro from practicing law without a license and to strike plaintiff's complaint as an improperly filed pleading. You did hear that right. Jose De Castro mentioned in Floyd Wallace's case. Mm-hmm. Defendant Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department, by and through their attorneys of record, Marquis Burback, hereby file their motion to preclude Jose De Castro from practicing law without a license and to strike the plaintiff's complaint as an improperly filed pleading. This motion is made and based on the attached memoranda and points and authorities, the pleadings and papers on file herein, and any oral argument allowed by counsel at the time of the hearing. Memorandum, points and authorities. 1. Introduction. The case arises out of an incident between plaintiff Floyd Wallace, a named First Amendment auditor, and several LVMPD officers, which occurred on May 10, 2023. On that date, plaintiff went to the employee parking lot of LVMPD's Spring Valley Command Substation, located at 8445 Eldora Avenue, Las Vegas, Nevada, 89117, to record vehicles entering a gate marked police personnel only.
I'm so sorry, I've got to pause it for a second because I really need to boil the kettle. Any cougher. So, and it's noisy, and I'm in the kitchen. So just bear with me. I promise. Back, it'll only take a minute. Don't know what that was, but there we go. That's my Be Right Back music. Told you, it's loud, isn't it? When the frog goes on to the thingy bits, I'll read it out anyways. Because I'm in the mood. Why the fuck not, eh? It's nearly done, it's nearly done. Oh dear. See, this is what you get, yeah, when you come to a super professional commentary channel. You get a bird making coffee. Noisily. Noisily? Loudly. Noisily ain't even a word, is it? Oh, alright.
Plaintiff would not only record the vehicles, but would also walk right up to the gate while it was open. Plaintiff knew it was filmed in a restricted area because it was obvious based on the sign. Also concerning was the fact that plaintiff had his face covered with a mask. The officers found plaintiff's behaviour suspicious. Not only was plaintiff wearing what appeared to be a ski mask, but he was also wearing glasses and a red hoodie in May in Las Vegas. When someone asked plaintiff what he was doing, he refused to answer. Due to plaintiff's suspicious behaviour, police officers detained plaintiff on reasonable suspicion. Thereafter, plaintiff was arrested for attempted trespass and searched. As a result of this arrest, plaintiff filed the subject complaint on May 24, 2023, that should be. Concurrent with this motion, defendant LVMPD is filing...
Or should it? Maybe Floyd Wallace is a time traveller. Bum, bum, bum. Sorry about the noise. Still making coffee.
...motion to dismiss this complaint. This motion seeks to address the fact that non-attorney Jose de Castro, another First Amendment auditor, is drafting plaintiff's pleadings and directing this litigation. De Castro is also suing LVMPD. Plaintiff's complaint is almost identical to the complaint filed by De Castro, in which both complaints incorporate the exact same causes of action, language, and even typos. Thus, LVMPD...
Shit, that's all the bit that I wanted to read. Let's have a look. Yeah, read that bit. Right. The motion seeks to address the fact that non-attorney Jose de Castro, another First Amendment auditor, is drafting plaintiff's pleadings and directing the litigation. De Castro is also suing Vegas PD. Plaintiff's complaint is almost identical to the complaint filed by De Castro, in which both complaints incorporate the exact same causes of action, language, and even typos. And that's fucking hilarious. It's like... oh, it's almost, oh, bless him, but it's not, because we all know that he's a twat.
identical to the complaint filed by De Castro, in which both complaints incorporate the exact same causes of action.
I'll turn them down there, because like I said, I don't want to finish, but... So, Thus, LVPD feels compelled to file the instant motion to preclude De Castro from engaging in the unauthorised practice of law. Comparing both complaints side by side, it is obvious De Castro has engaged in the unauthorised practice of law by assisting plaintiff in the drafting and filing his complaint, and plaintiff has only switched out some of the facts alleged in the complaint to fit his own narrative. The glaring similarities between the two complaints are illustrated side by side in the table below. They have done their job, haven't they? Oh, conspiracy music. Hi, why are you not blue? Sorry, mate. I feel bad now. There you go, you're on now. How you doing? So look at that fucker. And, I love this, yeah? This made me laugh, because Chille's tried to play the race card, ain't it? And yet he did put it in his own. I, plaintiff, a member of the press who specifically records police interactions, was recording a police interaction outside of blah, 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 blah. And this one, I, plaintiff, a black member of the press who specifically records police interactions, was recording a police officer interaction, blah, 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 blah. Well, why didn't Chille say, I, plaintiff, a brown member? Just, you know what I mean? If he wants to play the race card, he should have gone all out, shouldn't he? Dickhead. Speed it up a wee bit. Oh, it's already sped up, isn't it? I bet it goes too fast now, you watch. The court should note the plaintiff was not actually recording a police officer interaction in this case, but rather a secured gated area of the police station. Yeah, I thought that. So he's like copied, he's used the same wording, pretended that it's the same situation when it wasn't. It wasn't at all. Here, this is ridiculous. This section is copied verbatim in plaintiff's complaint. Sadly, the abusive treatment plaintiff endured for merely asserting his rights and recording the police is not unusual or surprising. This civil rights action seeks to vindicate plaintiff's constitutional and statutory rights and hold the biased policing practices and the policies or absence of policies that resulted in these practices. Now, I don't know what Mab said, yeah, because I didn't watch it all. But if he's saying, oh, you know, it's lawyer talk, though, isn't it? You could have a lawyer that does say the same thing and whatnot. I agree to an extent, but that section just there, that's copy verbatim, that I don't think that's the case with that. I think you could take 10 lawyers and they would write about the same situation, but they would word it differently, all of them. I think that. I don't know it, but I think that. So, here, the party section lists out Plaintiff De Castro and defendants PD, the state of Nevada, and the officers involved in that specific incident. And Wallace here's its plaintiff's party section is almost identical, only switching out the names of the officers involved in the incident. How pathetic. It's just so stupid. Did you think nobody would notice? It's kind of painful. Oh, this is copied verbatim as well. This court has jurisdiction over this action, part of the blah blah, because it arises under the Constitution and laws of the United States, as it is being brought to obtain compensatory and punitive damages for the deprivation under colour of state law of the rights. I can't be asked to read all that. I was talking about it last night, you know, I've got that video where the coppers tore a man's leg off, which they didn't tear it off, but he did have to have it removed, and it wasn't deliberate, it was an accident. The bloke definitely deserves some compensation there, absolutely. And at the moment, I think he's going for 500 grand. That's going to cover his medical bills. Now, this bloke is permanently, forever crippled, changed his life. You know what I mean? He's lost a fucking limb, literally. And just at the moment, he's going for 500 grand. He should definitely get more than that, definitely. And then here's Chille, the fucking twat, who's like, oh, well, you know what, yeah? You really politely and nicely arrested me, and you was really kind to me in the car, and you were so nice that you didn't even put me in jail. I'm suing you for $5 million. Bloke loses a leg, 500 grand. Twat acts a twat, $5 million. Make that make sense. The fuck? I can't even remember how much Wallace is suing for. It's less than that, isn't it? $1 million or something. Fucking idiots. I'll let the frog talk for a minute and drink some coffee.
Jurisdiction over this action pursuant to 28 USC 1331 and 1343A3-4 because
Sorry, I just realised I turned the speed up too much.
arise under the Constitution and laws of the United States, as it is being brought to obtain compensatory and punitive damages for the deprivation under colour of state law of the rights of a citizen of the United States of that are secured by the United States Constitution, pursuant to 42 USC 1981, 1983 and 1988. This court has supplemental jurisdiction over the claims arising under Nevada law. Pursuant to...
Oh, yeah. Oh, bless him. He broke his mug. I think it was his favourite mug or something.
Shit. Oh, shit. I'm going to leave that in.
I would as well.
Smash my mug. Oh, well. I don't know where I got up to. But it's all verbatim, so I'll do the next paragraph.
Yeah.
This court is the proper venue pursuant to 28 USC 1391B2 because the events...
Oh, don't worry about it, Frizzy Text Tomboy. I wasn't planning on still being on. I was just covering his latest motion, which is like, 2 paragraphs or something. It's ridiculous. It's really weird. It's, I haven't read these laws, but the defenders likely did this, and the defenders likely did that. It's really strange. And then, on wide awake, says, well, fuck it, I'll carry on. How are you anyway? Hello. Hi, Conspiracy, how are you?
Rise to the claims occurring in the county of Clark in Nevada, which is in the US District of Nevada. Right, on to the next one. As a result of the defendant's actions, plaintiff suffered...
Oh, and I was reading it, but I decided to drink some coffee at the moment, so I'm letting Frog read it because it's his video, bless him.
Deprivation of his rights and liberties, sustained physical injuries and suffered physical pain, mental suffering, emotional distress, fear, embarrassment, and other general damages in an amount to be proven at trial. And Wallace's is... As a result of the defendant's actions, plaintiff suffered a deprivation of his rights and liberties, suffered mental suffering, emotional distress, fear, embarrassment, and other general damages in an amount to be proven at trial. Next one's copied verbatim. I won't read these all out because it's going to be a bit repetitive, but basically they're showing side by side that there's lots of similarities between the two cases.
Literally, it's so weird, isn't it? Look at that. I mean, apart from, there you go, he's added something about skin colour in Wallace's. Has he added it in his? Because he tried to, like I say, tried to play the race card, didn't he? But he hasn't added that in his. How strange. But yeah, I mean, look at it. Obviously, some things have changed because the location, situation and whatnot has differences. But the gist of the whole thing, it's completely the same. It's ridiculous.
I'm adding a bit to my original recording because I just want to draw specific attention to these court notes. The court should note that even the sporadic placement of the apostrophes in this section are the same in both complaints.
I wish I'd read that bit. That's fucking awesome. The court should note that even the sporadic placement... Wait there, let me do that, because that's so good. Even the sporadic placement of the apostrophes in this section are the same in both complaints. Screenshot, because that's just too cool. And this section is copied almost verbatim in plaintiff's complaint, even down to the typos. What is going on? What an idiot.
The court should note that the 8th cause of action is misspelled
Hey, morning, Welsh. How you doing, mate?
AIGTH in both complaints. Right. In addition to the evident similarities between the two complaints, De Castro has openly spoken about...
Oh, because there's more people here now, yeah. I'll go to the bit at the beginning soon. That I did at the beginning. I'll read it again. It's only 2 paragraphs. What am I doing?
Wanted to send a real quick message to the Las Vegas Metro Police Department. The federal civil rights lawsuit continues, and you will be held accountable for wrongly arresting Mr. Floyd Wallace. De Castro adamantly stated his distaste for police officers, stating Las Vegas Metro Police Department has got to understand you will not arrest journalists, and if you do, I will be damn sure that you are held accountable for what you do to people. De Castro...
I was got interject. Welsh News Network and Conspiracy, thank you for still being members. When I got demonetised, I lost basically loads of them. Most of them, in fact. I've only got a few left, and you were 2 of them, and I really appreciate it. Right, this Hank's Corner, I can't remember if I said hi to you. I don't think I did. Hello, how you doing? Hi, Nana, how you doing? They arrested a journalist? Who? Where? When? What? I just don't know.
That indicated him and Wallace did an audit together, which was kind of nice because it was nice to have someone that was...
I don't know, Welsh. I woke up at like fucking 4 o'clock or something. Just couldn't get back to sleep, so fuck it.
...afraid of these rat boot thug pigs. De Castro claims to have helped Wallace raise the funds to file his lawsuit because during his video he was given a big thank you to everyone who helped crowdfund the cost of Mr. Wallace's lawsuit. De Castro even admitted he went to the federal building as a courier for Wallace to file this lawsuit. Once plaintiff's complaint was filed, De Castro went through the complaint online and continued to provide legal advice to his viewers on how to draft and file legal pleadings such as plaintiff's complaint. De Castro specifically advised his viewers on how to draft the caption, introduction, parties, jurisdiction and venue, and general factual allegations of the complaint.
You know what's painful, yeah, is that he does that and these people believe him. Yet he's never won anything. He's never been successful in anything, has he? So it's really... He offers fucking, what's it called? Legal advice based on fuck all. Like basically, he doesn't even know. It just doesn't know anything. Give me a second. I just realised something. Nope. That's the one. There we go. Go away.
Viewers ever wanted to sue. De Castro further stated, if they arrest journalists here, I'll seek them out and work with them and help them. The court should note De Castro is not a licensed attorney and therefore is engaging in unauthorised practice of law. It appears both De Castro and plaintiff have an axe to grind with LVMPD. De Castro has assisted...
Well, they have an axe to grind with all police, all of them, all over the bloody world, probably.
Plaintiff in bringing a trumped-up, frivolous suit, plaintiff will be pursuing vigorously. Where there was reasonable suspicion for plaintiff's detention and probable cause for his arrest, De Castro has not only been assisting plaintiff with his case, but also appears to be soliciting his services for any of his viewers who may be arrested in the future, which means this could be a continuous issue moving forward. Thus, the court should issue an order to permanently preclude De Castro from the unauthorised practice of law.
Absolutely, I totally agree. Right, there's something I meant to look at last night and I completely forgot. So, because it was going on. It was going on on something I watched yesterday about a bloke getting executed by the police. Executed! But he then said that the bloke was attacking the police. So basically they had the audacity to defend themselves, which is it's just absolutely terrible. I don't know which one it is. Let's have a look. Do these ones have titles? Immediate release, cop, blah, blah, blah. There you go, that one. Yeah. So, was that an execution? Because what I saw, I don't know about you lot, but what I saw, hi Koval, how you doing, was an idiot attacking a police car with his car, which, you know, could injure them, could kill them, etc., and they defended themselves. How dare they defend themselves? It's absolutely just tyrants, absolute tyrants.
Damn! Damn!
Yo, like, what the fuck?
I'm well confused.
What the fuck?
Is he in a
Oh my
police
god,
car?
what the fuck?
I'm even more confused now.
Oh, he just executed that nigga.
Oh my god, oh my god.
Oh my god, oh my god. See that, by the way? That's somebody else's video. KM News, it said. Chille has the audacity to fucking copyright strike everybody, apart from me for some bizarre reason. And yet he uses their video. It's got their watermark on it and everything. Let's have a look, see if we can find them. No, kind of fuck. Oh, no mind, that was fun. Whilst it lasted. Right, good second. This is his thing anyway. So this is his response, I suppose. De Castro versus Vegas PD. Like I said, it's just 2 paragraphs long. Plaintiff Jose De Castro offers the following response to all defendants. Motion to stay discovery. In support of this motion, plaintiff submits a memorandum of law which is fully incorporated herein. Memorandum of points and authorities. Plaintiff has not analysed the law stated in defendant's motion, but that law is likely misguided, as is the pattern of the defendants. Yeah, I'm sure he's right. Yeah, I'm sure the lawyer, the actual professional, qualified lawyer. Oh, cool, Welsh. I'll look at that in a minute. And thank you. Qualified lawyer as doesn't know his shit at all. But yeah, I'm sure it's likely misguided. And plaintiff has not analysed the quotation of plaintiff's facts from his amended complaint, but they are likely misstated, as also is the pattern of these defendants. What the fuck? However, unlike the defendants, when this plaintiff has no factual or legal basis to oppose the relief granted in a motion, he will not do that. You never have anything, to be fair, but whatever. This court should grant defendant's motion to stay this civil action. Oh, well, thank you, Delete the Lobes. Morning, hope you all well. Morning to you as well. Thank you. The court should grant defendant's motion to stay the civil action during the dependency of the state court criminal proceedings. This court finds it right. So, like I said earlier when I read it, I mean, he's basically agreeing that this should be stayed or something. I mean, and like if any of them are going to get stayed, whether it's the criminal one, because that's what he wanted to be stayed, wasn't it? Or this, it should be this whilst the criminal case continues, in my opinion. Right, let's go back to YouTube. Get a second. Let's see if we can find it on donuts. Is it a new one, though? I bet it's an old one, you know. Because I've seen all these and I can't remember that one. Is it that one? Might be, you know. Let's have a look at this one. Oh, wait there. Bollocks, fuck off. Nah, ain't that one because it's dark. Where is it? Where? Oh, thanks. There you go. Thanks, Welsh. Here's a second. Right, there you go. Press it on one phone, find it on this one. Happy days. Cop dodges, yeah, that one.
Hi everyone, Donut here. Have you ever seen a cop get kidnapped? The one we're breaking down today could.
That's crackers, that isn't it? I showed that to my husband the other day. It's fucking awesome. And make sure the speed's normal. Yeah, it is. Let's watch that again. It's wicked.
Letting those intrusive thoughts win and ramping her car off of a tow truck and going 120 feet in the air.
That's it.
But first, a word from our sponsor, Dill.
My husband said, I bet she was fucking rubbernecking, you know, staring at what was going on. Instead of, like, at the side of the road with the cops and that, instead of fucking looking at the road. Crackers. Oh, what's that? Wait there. Sorry, there we go.
You can just take the ducks to the park. I have 174 ducks in my basement. A police officer was doing some good old patrolling when suddenly his license plate reader started going off on his computer. You see, some police cars are equipped with these little boxes on the roof. Those are plate readers that are constantly running tags 360 degrees around
Delete those. Thank you for becoming a member.
police car. When the police car drives by someone on the road and their plates are expired or the vehicle is stolen, it sends an alarm to the
Can you see Jay? He's massive now as well. And I like him the way I do. He's fucking funny. And he breaks them down fairly, I think. When the cops are in the wrong, he fucking calls it out, don't he? So, in my opinion, anyways, he's sound.
computer in front of the officer. A lot of people actually claim that this system is a violation of our Fourth Amendment rights. They say that it's unreasonable search and seizure.
We have that over here, the cop cars. I can remember years ago now, my husband got pulled over for something for another. And he was sat in the car. And he just kept hearing this noise, like one of it was Scooby-Doo, stuff like that. Some it was something else. And each different noise was when a car passed and they'd scan the plate and maybe that one didn't have insurance or maybe that one hadn't fucking, I don't know, this, that and the other anyway. I don't drive, so I don't fucking know. But yeah, which was cool. So yeah, we have it over here. And my opinion on that kind of thing is, yeah, if you ain't doing nothing wrong, you ain't got no to worry about, have you? So, Educator, good morning. How are you doing? You're not blue. You know what you are now, though?
For that thing to be scanned.
Oh, by the way, anybody that's just joined, this is Donut Operator's version of the short that Chille's recently done where man gets executed by the police.
People's tags at all times, but that's a video for another time. So this police officer was driving around town when his computer starts screaming at him that he drove past a stolen vehicle. It just so happens to be this U-Haul truck at the gas station right there pumping some gas. U-Hauls are commonly used to transport large quantities of drugs or other illegal stuff. Those trucks are pretty bare bones and are easy to break into, and most independent U-Haul businesses don't get GPS
I remember this now.
trackers on them. Perfect targets for stealing. Just like the ducks at your local park. Cop sees a dude wandering around near the U-Haul. He walks over to him. He says, "Hey man, is that your truck?" And the guy, like an idiot, goes, "Yeah, that's my truck." I guess he thought the cop was just going to walk away because he's an honest man. Not a good man, though. You'll see in a minute. Cop takes him back over to his car and he says, "Hey, look, this is stolen. Till we figure this out, I'm going to detain you." And remember, being detained is not an arrest. That's where a lot of people get it mixed up. That guy didn't want to get detained and he tenses up and starts looking around the side of the officer. What could he be looking at? Probably a way out of this situation.
Hey, sir.
Can I get something?
Driving to U-Haul?
Yeah.
Yeah, can you talk to me real quick over here? Of course. All right, we're going to go right over here, man.
What did I do?
What?
I said, what did I do?
All right. Face right here. All right? Right here, you're detained, okay? This report stolen.
Oh, good night, ZXL. Take care, mate.
Why? Since when?
You're not in a restaurant, you're just being detained, okay?
What's report is stolen?
What do you think the officer just said? I don't know. The big f***ing truck you just stole?
2 Tom Bravo. Hold the channel. Send me a unit to Sicko up here by Sure, you're good. Get off my gun.
Isn't it convenient? On Chille's short, he left all this out. He didn't put it in his description. He didn't link a video so that other people could see it, see it in full. I don't think so, actually. You know what? In fairness, I didn't look at the description, but it's Chille. I bet he didn't. He just showed that, oh my God, man executed by cops. The cops were just driving along and they thought, you see that bloke over there? Right, I'm going to fucking shoot him. That's it, innit?
Second one! Go to my gun!
What's report is stolen?
Sir, get off my gun. Second one! Just throw it on! Second one! Sir, you're not going to jail right now, right? Get off my gun.
I'm not going to.
That's a pretty beefy dude, and he's way bigger than that cop. This is a pretty scary situation right here. The officer's literally fighting for his life inside of his own patrol car now. If you look, he tried really hard to get that gun out of the officer's holster.
Let's not jerk that pistol and go to work.
He didn't get the officer's gun, and that's probably because he doesn't know how retention holsters work. 99% of cops carry a level 3 retention holster, meaning that you have to do 3 different things to get the gun out. I found a great example explaining this close up from another YouTube channel.
Can I interject? That's well good, ain't it? I mean, I suppose it's obvious, really, but I didn't know that. And thank fuck they've got that.
In this case, I have 3 points of locking retention. Okay, so when I push this button, that pushes so this is 1 basically. So 1 is to push that down, 2 is to push it forward. The third one is the ALS button in the back.
And that's why the bad guy cannot get that cop's gun. Why am I pointing so much in this video? Feeling animated today.
Maybe CJ, but in fairness, yeah, he goes on, not in fairness, that's not what I meant. In his weakness and in being an absolute pusser, he doesn't do this kind of shit, but he sort of encourages other people to do this kind of shit. I mean, he literally said that this bloke just got executed by the police. He cut out all of this, no context at all, nothing. But then, after he spoke about it, on his live stream afterwards, he said he'd uploaded the short, bloke gets executed by a cop. But then he said, but the bloke was attacking the cops. You shouldn't do that, blah, 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 blah. So that you didn't get executed then. They defended themselves. Are they not educator? Sorry, mate. You're a police officer. You're not actually allowed to defend yourself. You know, you might as well just chuck your gun away. There's no point having it because Chille says so. Yeah.
Hey, boys, still ducks.
It's buffering. What's going on? Sorry, I'm looking at my stream on something else and it's not going right. Let's have a look. There we go, back again. Thankful for that. It started buffering when I was watching it and I thought it was all going tits up.
Oopsie daisy, someone put that car into reverse and it backs into one of the most dangerous places on earth. That's right, the war zone, which is a McDonald's parking lot. Let's watch some of the body camera footage of the officer who is being attacked right there. I want to hear what this guy is saying.
My gun! Get off my gun! He's going for my gun! He's going for my gun!
Please just get back.
What the f is wrong with this guy? He's telling the cop to get back after he started trying to kick his ass, take his gun, and pushed him into his own patrol car. Which I'm guessing he pushed him in the car because he was trying to conceal the fact that he was about to kill that cop and was hoping no.
I'm not hiding, I'm back. It just started buffering for some reason. The Wi-Fi's a bit shit though, to be fair. I don't have rollers in my hair either. My hair's actually naturally curly or naturally messy. I don't know which way to put it. I might show you soon, fuck it.
Going around would notice. Let's jump over to the body camera footage of the... I'm still fucking pointing. What is wrong with me? Let's jump over to the body camera footage of the first cop who arrived on scene to help his buddy. That's a scary call to respond to because he had his radio and he was screaming into his radio, he's got my gun, he's got my gun. He ran up right when the car was kicked into reverse. What a fucking crazy scene to pull up to and see.
Just crashed into the Walmart!
This next part is some sketch-ass shooting, if I do say so myself. And I'm not saying anything bad about the officer. This was just scary as shit. Not only with the McDonald's in the background in the middle of the day, but the distance at which he is shooting the dude who is still on top of the officer. Let's watch this Pucker Factor 9000 real quick.
Do I keep disappearing? Can you not hear, Matt? Because like I said something a few minutes ago about like hair rollers and stuff like that. So I'm sorry if you can't hear me though. Just shout in the chat or something and I'll try and fix it. I love how he puts that duck noise, by the way, over the shooting. Because like YouTube don't like it. And also, I totally agree. I mean, that is some fucking distance in it to be shooting from to a McDonald's. It's so lucky that nobody else got hurt.
Dude, the first time I watched that, I was like, there is no way he didn't just shoot the other cop. At least one time. Let's keep going. We'll check out the body camera for the other officer who arrived on scene to help out their homie.
In the car! In the car! What car? The SUV! In the SUV! Get down on the ground! Get down on the ground! He's on top of me! Watch crossfire! Watch crossfire!
That officer pulls the dude off of the top of the cop. I guess he's still moving, or they think he might still have his gun, so that officer gives him 3 shots at point blank. In the next part, even the cops think that they had to have hit the other cop. They start frantically ripping his clothes off looking for bullet wounds, and they found none. The cop didn't get hit. I have no idea how there was no over penetration through the guy. I also have no idea how one of those many bullets didn't just hit the cop somewhere. Technically, the guy trying to kill the cop saved his life, absorbed all of those bullets. He was a fantastic bullet sponge. I wish there was more info to what was in the U-Haul or like what the guy's history was. I can't find any. Maybe he had some crazy shit in that U-Haul, or he just didn't want to go back to jail. Maybe he was a felon, or both. If you want to watch the uncensored footage,
It's crackers, ain't it? So like with Chille's version, like I say, cops execute man. It's just fucking ridiculous. Why am I asking stupid questions? I'm about to literally say, why does he fucking say such stupid shit? But it's because it's Chille. Fuck, sorry, wait there. Confirm. Pause, let me have a look then. See, nothing in the description at all. Look at the comments. The cop is actually not the bad guy here, absolutely. If anyone wants context. The bollocks, can't even write, look. Right? I can't type even. I can't remember how to spell. This guy was trying to kill the cops. Delete laws is a fucking idiot. I can't do that though because it won't show if I swear, so I better be nice. Delete laws is an idiot. Exclamation point. Morning. Eh? Morning. You alright? Where was I? Yeah, cool. Let's watch it again then. I got woke up well earlier, so I decided to do something. It goes to sleep.
Damn!
Cops defending themselves. How dare they? It's terrible, isn't it? Sorry. Alright, see if he's uploaded any other bullshit lately. It's Chille, so he probably has. Ooh, notify me. No thanks. No, he hasn't. Did he not go live or anything last night then? Oh yeah, what's up with him? What's that immediate release? Cop executes man. It's not immediate release because that's been video. What? That video's been out for ages. What's he talking about? I want to look at this. I was going to watch this the other night, so let's look at this.
I'm gonna, without further ado, let me show you this woman's video. And at first, I truly illegal traffic stop exposed how I saved my client from a DUI. So
Chille lying and being dramatic. CJ, I have no idea what you're talking about.
when I first watched this, like I said, I first thought that it was like an advertisement for her firm. And then after I watched it, I realized she was talking about some specific case law that every one of you should know. Every one of you should know the specific case law in this case right here.
Sometimes I get asked, hi everyone. Sometimes I get asked, what can you really do to help me with my DUI case? This is Christina Williams with Just Criminal Law.
And this is David Mann, legal storytelling specialist. All right, so tell us, what can you do to help?
Well, we just had a case last week where we had a client who came into the office. He had a DUI charge. It was the second one that he's had in the past 10 years. So he was looking at having
If he's stoned, it's probably from passive fucking smoke or something because he's a lightweight.
to do mandatory jail time and losing his job if he was convicted because his employer wouldn't be able to insure him. So he hired our office.
Wow, okay, so that sounds like a
Oh shit. Bye, pretty tomboy. Thanks for being here.
something you probably see quite
Oh yeah, I just realised it's night time there, isn't it? Good night, have good sleep.
often. And was there anything about this case that was different or peculiar?
Well, the way we handled it was the exact same way that we handle all of our DUI cases, and that is we look at the evidence from the beginning to the end. We start with the report, read the report, and then we compare the report with what's been given to us in the form of like a body camera or a dash camera. And so while we were reviewing this case, we noticed that the officer had indicated that he pulled the client over for not using his turn signal in the report. And then we watched the video, and as we're watching the video, we noticed that the officer in fact looks away to observe something to the right of him, but his body camera, which is attached to his glasses, captures that our client in fact used his turn signal to get into the other lane. And after he was in the other lane, the officer looked back his way, and so he walked up to the window of the car of the client and said, "Do you know why I pulled you over?" And the client said no. And he said, "Well, you didn't use your turn signal." And the client didn't remember whether or not he used his turn signal or not, but the body camera footage clearly showed that he did.
Wow. So this, neither one of them really knew that what had happened. And so your client comes in thinking, okay, well, I was legally pulled over, but you found out that actually he wasn't legally pulled over. Is that what you're saying?
Right. And so the next step that we do is we file a motion to suppress based on an illegal stop. That is, the officer has to have a reason. You have to violate the law before he pulls you over. And in this particular case, the officer thought the client didn't use his turn signal. So
what case law is this? Someone type it into in the comment section, if you would, please. Can you type into the comment section what case law this is that she's reciting here, that without probable cause, without a warrant to pull the car over, without probable cause to stop the car, which the video evidence showed that there was no probable cause, the blinker was used. So what case law is that? There it is. So that is, but where does fruit of the poisonous tree doctrine come from? What specific case law is that? Cook versus Hastings, but what's the precedent? What's the precedent, tribe? You know, a broken clock is right twice a day. The Supreme Court got this one right.
That's like Chille. Chille's right, maybe. No, you know what? A broken clock is actually more reliable than Chille.
It's going to be the 1961 case of Mapp versus Ohio. Dolores Mapp. She was what they would have called a working girl or accused working girl, and a pornographer of some kind, and the police stormed into her house and seized her pornography out of her house, whatever that was, toys, whatever she was doing. And because they stormed into her house without a warrant, that when her case went all the way up to the Supreme Court, they said that it was called the poisonous fruit because you had obtained that evidence without probable cause and without a warrant. So that's what this comes from, is fruit of the poisonous tree doctrine. Exactly what the lawyer is talking about in this particular case is fruit of the poisonous tree doctrine. They obtained evidence without probable cause, and the only reason we found out that there was no probable cause is because of what? Because of the camera. Because the camera. Without the camera, then this never happens. The entire case never happens. It never happens. It's all because of the camera.
Officer has to have a reason. You have to violate the law before he pulls you over. And in this particular case,
without it, it's fruit of.
Sorry, I was talking to my granddaughter. It's a whole fucking camera thing, isn't it? You know, as long as I've got a camera, nothing can hurt me, nothing can touch me. I know in America, yeah, people get done just for touching you, they get done for assault and whatnot. I wouldn't go down here at all. That's Isla's, by the way. Yeah. And having a camera wouldn't stop somebody from punching you. I promise you.
Poisonous tree. 1961 Mapp versus Ohio.
the officer thought the client didn't use his turn signal, so that would have been the violation of law. But in fact, the client did. So there was no reason that justified him stopping the client, and therefore the stop was illegal.
So this man, instead of having a DUI and having employment problems and everything that goes along with having a DUI, has no conviction, and the whole thing is thrown out because you found, something about the case that allowed that to happen. I mean, that made the case go away, right?
Right, and we can routinely find these issues.
Oh, CJ's got a good point. That's a really good point. Plate readers are cameras. You know, Chille wants cameras everywhere. That's exactly what number plate readers are. So, full. And I know, Mimica, hi by the way, how are you? Using other people's videos, that's what he does though, isn't it? He uses other people's videos, but you're not allowed to use his. I use his though, because for some reason he doesn't bother me about it. So I use his till I fucking get bored, maybe. I don't know.
issues with DUIs. So when somebody says, you know, what can you do to help me with my DUI? As they sit across from me at the table, you know, and are deciding.
I keep wondering that as well, by the way, about his Hi, Kafeli, how you doing? About his glasses. It's like it's almost like if he was using a green screen, but his glasses were that kind of colour and a little bit's going on them. But yeah, it's like he's using a red screen. It's well strange. Hello, Kafeli, how you doing?
Whether or not to hire our office, I can't tell them for certain, but I can tell them that if there is a legal issue, we will find it, and you know that could save the day for the client.
See, but and as good as a job as she did, as nice of a job as she did in helping her client, she didn't.
Oops. Yeah, I'm awake.
You understand and know what the foundation of law is for police obtaining evidence against you without having a proper warrant or probable cause. She forgot that part. Because it's very simple now. Now you know. For example, United States versus Williams 2018. If you can give consent, you can revoke consent. It's in your trifold. So if you get pulled over.
No, not the trifold, anything but that.
And the cop says, hey, can I search your car? And you're like, I know this cop is going to search my car no matter what I do. You can give consent and say, no problem. If it's not on film, you lose. 2018 United States versus Williams says that if I can give consent, I can revoke consent. You have it on film, you have your trifold, you give consent. And right as the cop begins to search your car, you say, oh, you know what, officer? I revoke consent.
Why though? Why would you give consent and then revoke consent? I don't understand the point of that. If you're not going to give consent, just don't give consent. He's always advising people, if you give consent, you can revoke it. Why are these idiots giving it in the first place? That makes no sense to me. It really muddles me. So, yeah. I don't fucking know. And Chille doesn't care about drunk drivers. We all know that. Can you remember what he said that time? It wasn't necessarily about drunk drivers. What was it though? It was something along the lines, anyway, yeah, about people doing something. People with no licenses, people driving drunk or stoned, people driving and streaming like he does. And it's like, you know, it doesn't matter if you get killed, at least you'll get killed and at least you'll die free. What? What? And like, you know what, that's all good and well. If you want to kill yourself, that's fine. That's your prerogative, that's completely fine. What about the other people that you're potentially killing? Do they die free as well for your freedom?
You have to stop searching my car now. Because if you can give consent, you can revoke consent. He asked you if he could search your car. You said yes. Sure, you can search my car. You got out of the car. He began to search. Oh, you know what? I changed my mind. You can't search. And I'm filming everything you're doing. Now on...
Which they don't care about, because most of them are filming everything that they're doing as well.
Camera, if he says, I'm going to get a drug dog out here, you refer to your trifold and says, United States versus Rodriguez, unless you have reasonable, articulable suspicion that a crime is in progress, or I'm committing a crime, or I'm traveling contraband, you can't extend.
In fairness, all they've got to do, and I'm sure that they don't, I'm sure that sometimes they lie about this, but literally all they have to do is say, I smell weed, and that's it, they can get the dog out. I'm right about that, and let me know if I am. If I'm wrong, fair enough, I'm wrong, I take that, I accept that. Over here, weed is still illegal. I know in most states, is it now, that weed is legal, but driving under the influence is illegal.
Stop to get a drug dog. It's right here in your trifold, and you show them. And then everything caught on camera is fruit of the poisonous tree. Anything he does after that, if he says, I'm going to search your car anyway.
Chille fears the search, yeah, because he now knows that they don't look up your arse anymore, and he's gutted. By the way, did everybody see the stream last night with the blue dildo in it? 'Cause it's fucking hilarious. I sent a picture to my husband. He's at his dad's. And yeah, what did you do? Sent a picture and says, Babe, what do you see? And he said something else, and then he was like, and then he noticed it, and he just pissed himself laughing. He says, I keep mine on top of the fucking microwave kind of thing.
Perfect. You don't have my consent, but it's on camera. So you're going to do what you're going to do. That's now fruit of the poisonous tree. Now you understand the foundation of law. So many people, when I explain to them the 2018 case, United States versus Williams, if you're sure that that little copper is going to search your car, I give him consent. As long as everything's on camera. I can have an ounce of weed under my seat and a bag of blow and a gun under my floorboard. I can have any kind of illegal alcohol, open bottles in my console. And if he asks me to search my car and I give him consent and then I revoke consent and it...
So if he sees that stuff through the window, that gives him a reason as well, doesn't it? So yeah, you can have all that, Chille, right, but some of that could be quite easily seen, maybe, and then that's it, the boat's got a reason, so I don't know. Oh, maybe the background is fake, maybe he's pretending that he's got a home. Could be that, couldn't it?
On camera, and he does not respect my rights then that is fruit of the poisonous tree doctrine.
That is what he's doing. It's green screen thing. Yeah, he's got like the background is just like a house, isn't it? Like a living room or something. And so he's pretending that he's actually like got a home. That's hilarious. Normally people, when you use green screen, you know, they put something quite either relevant or fantastic behind them. But no, Chille puts, look, I've got a home. Look, I'm not homeless, honest. I've got a home. Honest.
And everything he finds in that search is illegal. I'm going to go to jail. I'm going to get bailed out. I'm going to get charged with all these charges. And then my camera footage is going to show fruit of the poisonous tree. And the case is going to be dismissed. That's it. That's the importance of understanding the foundation of law. It's easy to know the law like this lawyer does. She sat there. She memorized it. She went to school for 3 years. She studied her ass off. She passed the bar. Amazing job. You, John Q. Citizen, you understanding the foundation of law, the foundation of why I would advise you, as long as you have the trifold and as long as you have the camera and you're sure that this pig is going to search your car. So I said, give him permission. Because if it's on camera and you have given consent and then you revoke.
They never do really do the cheeky monkey. That's no surprise at all. Good morning, by the way. What's that? Can't grift as much if he showed his portable house, aka tent, innit?
And he does it anyway. The first lawyer you hire or talk to, you won't need a lawyer. You need the video. And it shows that he violated your rights to illegal searches and seizure. Then he's cooked. The cop is cooked. But now you understand the foundation of law. Now you understand fruit of the poisonous tree doctrine comes from the 1961 case of Mapp versus Ohio. Here. Let's see what you see. Mapp versus Ohio. The Warren Court. We can listen to the oral arguments, but not on this particular show. I'm going to show a couple more videos. But when you get into the fruit of the poisonous tree doctrine, Dolores Mapp was convicted of possessing obscene materials after admittedly illegal police search of her home for a fugitive. Okay, so that was the specifics of it. Dolores Mapp was convicted for the possession of obscene materials after admittedly illegal police search of her home for a fugitive. She appealed her conviction on the basis of freedom of expression. So they went into her drawers, just so you know. They went into her dresser drawers and all this stuff. I didn't know that she was harboring a fugitive. I don't remember this part of the case. Question, were the confiscated protected materials from seizure by the Fourth Amendment? Were the confiscated materials protected from seizure by the Fourth Amendment? And this is by ideology. This is how they voted. It was a 6-3 vote, with liberals on the left outvoting the conservatives 6-3. An opinion authored by Justice Tom C. Clark, the majority brushed aside First Amendment issues and declared that all evidence obtained by searches and seizures in violation of the Fourth Amendment is admissible in state court. The decision launched the court on a troubled course of determining how and when to apply the exclusionary rule. Justice Black and Douglas concurred. Justice Stewart concurred in the judgment, but agreed fully with part of Justice 1 Harlan's decision.
All right, let's shut him up for a minute. Sorry, I was on the phone, so I wasn't really listening. All right, let's have a look. So is this the case that he reckons? Conclusion. Let's have a look. Were the confiscated materials protected from? Oh, were the confiscated? I can't even read. Or were the confiscated materials protected from seizure by the Fourth Amendment? Conclusion. In an opinion authored by Justice Tom C. Clark, the majority brushed aside First Amendment issues and declared that all evidence obtained by searches and seizures in violation of the Fourth Amendment is inadmissible in a state court. The decision launched the court on a troubled course of determining how and when to apply the exclusionary rule. Concurred the judgment, but agreed fully with Part 1 of Justice. Dissent and expressed no views as to the merits of the constitutional issue. Another one joined, wrote dissenting opinion. Go on then, carry on. Fuck me, he's got rid of it a lot. Oh, I'm sure it's just bullshit, innit, because it's Chille. Oh, I turned him down. The best ever sounded.
But that's where it comes from. And we can get into the long form version of that. But the whole reason I wanted to show you that was so that you understood the foundation of law, of where fruit of the poisonous tree doctrine comes from. And remember, that client she had never...
It's weird how it doesn't really show like the whole thing, though, you know, all the details, so that people can actually see the whole thing, all the context and everything. He just shows this little tiny conclusion.
Gets off without a camera lens rolling. You have got to put of where fruit of the poisonous tree doctrine comes from. And remember, that client she had never gets off without a camera lens rolling.
The cops have body cams. I get it, yeah, and I actually agree. You should probably film police interactions for all of your sakes, but you don't have to be a cunt about it. You don't have to say, oh, by the way, I'm recording you. I mean, every time they say that, what do the police say? Yes, so am I, sir. It's that simple. They're not bothered. Most of them aren't bothered. I'm not going to pretend that all of them act correctly and are good cops and accept that. There are some that are knobs about it, but that's not the majority. That's not the fucking, what's it called? The rule, it's the exception sort of thing. A bad exception, but there's bad people in every profession. There's bad people in every community. We're human. That means some humans are bad people. It's simple. And cops are human. Doctors are human. Teachers are human. That means there's bad cops, there's bad teachers, there's bad doctors, but they're not the majority. Simple.
You have got to put your camera in your hand when you see a cop. Sorry if you back the blue. You'll back the blue till it happens to you, and when it happens to you, you better hope your camera was rolling.
Happened to me, bruv. Don't get me wrong, yeah, way before fucking mobile phones were cameras and all this, that and the other, but it happened to me. Didn't even try and take it any further. My dad knew about it, he didn't try and take it any further. He got his teeth knocked out when he was younger by police. I know, we know that there are bad police, but they are not the majority. Most of them are good, decent people. Just shut the fuck up.
For people who just don't even, are just total anti, who are back to bluers all the way, I hope you're listening. I hope that you run camera when you see a copper.
Of course not, cheeky monkey.
There's a much, much bigger goal here.
Shut up, you knob. Right, let's have a look at this. What is it? So is that the case that you're on about? The maps, something or another? I don't even know if I can try and look at it, because my phone will probably just fuck up. I can look at it, I'll find it later and we'll look at it.
We're just building a constituency of people. Share the video, like the video. When this video ends, comment on the video. We have to just build more people and more people and more people until we become the law executive. That's what has to happen, or nothing's going to change. We'll have the same.
Right, let's comment on the video. What should we put? What can I put that will actually that will stay there and won't get removed? Can I just put you're an idiot? No, because I might get removed, because I'm not allowed to call him names, am I? He's very sensitive. The one thing that keeps bringing me back here is that fraud has been committed against living beings by bullies who hide behind smoke and blah, blah, blah. Chille's been exposed, but some just cling to the delusion. Yep. Oh, fuck off, you div. You wouldn't be here if Chille wasn't speaking truth. Yeah, whatever. Incorrect. We show this to people and say, don't be like this guy. Absolutely. Let's have a look. Why is Chille afraid to talk about his I don't even know what to put. I don't even want to put a comment. Fuck it. Fuck him. Hi Laura, how you doing? Let's have a look what else. Psycho cop smashes window. Let's have a look at that.
What is the emergency? For what? For what? Under arrest for what? Under arrest for what? For what crime? For what crime?
He's going to let you know when he smashes your window and drags you out. I just realised, look, he's using somebody else's video again. Ah.
For what crime? What crime did I commit? What crime did I commit? Father, you're going to be violent? You have no right to do that. Well, for what? This is not your property. This is not your property. What gives you the right?
Is this transformative because of the rotating avatar just there? And I mean, I don't even think he added the subtitles. I'm pretty sure they would have already been on the video because he's got it from TikTok, and quite a lot of them have subtitles like that. So he's added his avatar up there and then the spinning one just there. So that's it, it's transformative. He's allowed to do this then. He's allowed to do it, but if we do it, no, that's naughty, that is. Not allowed to do that. Like, you know, I'm not allowed to put my avatar over his like that. My blue man, because my fucking shit stupid and it still ain't giving me my avatar. It's pissing me off. Oh, wait there. What's he messaging on there for, Div?
What crime are you accusing me of having committed? Resistance, I'm asking, what is your reasonable, articulable suspicion? What is your reasonable, articulable suspicion?
Morning, teammate.
What is your, do not hurt me. I am a peaceful man.
Lock your fucking door then, bruv. What the fuck?
I am in peace. I have not caused anyone harm. Why are you coming at me with violence? What is your reasonable, articulable suspicion? De-escalate. De-escalate. What crime do you suspect me of having committed? What crime do you suspect me of having committed? I fear for my safety.
He knows knows that they're going to smash his window, yeah, and drag him out. He knows that. You know what I mean? They're not just going to give up. I fear for my safety, but I'm going to make this as difficult as possible and increase the chance of me getting injured by fucking tenfold, if not more. What is wrong with people?
Man, you have weapons out. I fear for my safety.
Hey, Cheeky Monkey, I think that video is great, you know, so I think we should watch that after this, and then I've got to go.
I fear for my safety. He's
It
holding
is worth watching again, definitely.
a weapon at me. I can hear you. Could you please tell me your reasonable articulable suspicion? Please tell who am I listening to? Who's in command here? Who's in command? Can you call your super? He wants to talk. You're telling me to unlock the door. Can you call your supervisor, please?
Has he not got a plate that says private?
Can you call your supervisor? Can you please call your supervisor? I'm not opening my door. I fear for my safety. He's threatening me with a weapon. I can hear you fine. For what crime? You must present the warrant then. Yes, you do. What is your reasonable, articulable suspicion and names? Names? I want to see the warrant, and I would like you to call your supervisor, please. I would like you to please call your supervisor. Please call your super. Sir, do not be violent. I'm in peace. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Okay.
How many bottles of water that you have?
2, I think. Can I say morning to everybody?
Morning.
Say it a bit louder, they might not have heard you.
Morning!
There we go. Oh, sorry, I was talking to my daughter and that. Let me do this.
Sir, do not be violent. I'm in peace. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Oddly enough, they're doing exactly what they've been threatening you with for God knows how long.
What are you doing? Help! 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 Sir, do not hurt me! Do not hurt me! Do not hurt me! What are you doing?
Right, wait there a second. Bollocks.
I was literally doing
I know, she'll be alright.
hopping. Hop, hop, hop. Hop, hop, hop. Hop, 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 hop.
Right, wait there. Let's have a look, see if I can find that dildo video again, because it's hilarious. There was a video, body cam video, yeah, that I watched last night. Some bloke, I think he'd hit his missus or something like that. She'd barricaded herself in a room, and oh God, I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to find it. Wait there. Yeah, anyway, and you see it, and there's a flipping, there's a big blue fucking dildo on just on the shelf. It's crackers. Oh my days, I can't find it. Cheeky Monkey, where are you? You've got it. It's somewhere. It's got to be here somewhere. Let's have a look. Nope. No. Was that one? No, it's not that one. We'll find it. I can't remember looking at that at all. Oh yeah, I did. I watched that last night. Yeah, it's going to be yesterday. There we go. Right, watch that. Hi, Lord, just try walking on it now. Stop being silly. Well, I don't know what you're going to do then, because you've got to go in town. You're being a bit daft, really, aren't you? Oh, there it is.
On January 26, 2022, officers were called to a domestic battery incident in Decatur, Illinois. The female caller barricaded herself in her bedroom after 49-year-old Blake stabbed her with a knife. Blake was currently wanted on several previous domestic battery incidents.
Out here, say. Is that door unlocked? There's no door unlocked. See, last time it was screwed shut. They had to come out a window at the back of the house.
She's advising that he's blocking the doorway. She said the bedroom is to the right of the front door on the front of the house.
Can't Police Department, if you don't open the door, we're gonna force entry.
Oh, bollocks, my button.
Open the door!
Open the door.
Open the door now!
Yeah, it's definitely a bit of a fire hazard, ain't it? It's ridiculous. Talk about hoarding.
We do.
Sorry, CJ, I'll bear that in mind.
That first screen? Yeah, that's first. Kick it in. Secure there. We got him, police! Let me see your hands! Josh, you got this? Let me see your hands. You got him?
No.
Ready? Cover me. Open the door!
Yeah, was it you who said that last night, Cheeky Monkey? Somebody said that last night and I thought it was fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Move. Ram coming through. Open that door!
I'm in here.
Where is he?
I don't know.
Come out. Come outside now.
She's saying he's not in there. There's freaking knives all over this place.
Make sure he's not in there. I hear someone in the basement, guys. We got someone out back?
No. No, don't go.
No, there's none here.
I got less lethal. Police department. Police, come out with your hands up. Police, come out with your hands up now. Is it cluttered? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Tim, this is your shit, not ours.
It really did, Cheeky Monkey, absolutely.
When we were knocking, he said something about, I hope your gun's bigger than mine. So, all right. I got big ones. So, yeah, I'm comfortable just holding here. Yeah.
Due to Blake refusing to surrender and to prevent potential injury to the officers, the K-9 unit was called to respond.
Blake, we're bringing the dog. You better come up now.
Where's he at?
Look at I believe he's in the basement. Okay. It's so cluttered down there. Okay. And he's wanted for domestic battery the prior. Did he stab her today? It's very small scrape. It's nothing. But he's got domestic battery and a domestic battery person's wanted. Okay. He's in the basement.
He bloody stabbed her. I get that it weren't like serious, but it flipping could have been, couldn't it?
Okay. I'll give a couple announcements in here and we'll see if we can't get him to comply. Dog in. I'm right on the inside the door. Okay.
Where is it?
Let's do this.
There, go. Look at that fucker. Look. Just there, on show. See that, Lib? The blue thing. Just on the shelf. So you know what, yeah, keep that on the microwave. Could be anywhere, couldn't it? Why not, eh? That's so cool. I love this dog, by the way.
Give a couple announcements from here, and let's see if we can gain some compliance, okay? Hey, Blake, this is the Decatur Police Department K-9 unit. There's a dog in here, and I'm going to send the dog into the basement. You're wanted. You're under arrest. You need to make yourself known now. The dog's going to find you, and he's going to bite you. Where's he at, Leroy? Quiet. Blake, you're under arrest. You need to make yourself known and come upstairs, or a police dog's going to be deployed. If he finds you, he will bite you. Quiet. Blake, it doesn't matter where you're hiding. You're going to be found. Quiet. Do you guys want to come this way and I'll switch positions with you? Blake. All right, Blake, this is your final warning, bud. Decatur Police Department K-9 unit. Blake, you need to make yourself known to give up. This is your final warning. Dog's coming down, he's going to bite you. Where's he at, Leroy? Where's he at, bud? Where's he at? Time's up! Loose dog! Still him! Where's he at, Leroy? Find him, bud. Where's he at, Leroy? Where's he at, bud? Find him, Leroy. Still him! Find him, Leroy. Where's he at, bud? Still him, bud. Still him. He's down there. Yeah. Still him, Leroy. Still him. He's got him. Still him. Hey, he's saying he's gonna kill the dog, guys. Hey, get him slow. Still him. Still him, Leroy. Still him, bud. Still him. Still him. Still him, Leroy. Still him, bud. Still him. Still him, Leroy. Still him. Still him. Still him, bud. Still him. Still him. Still him, Leroy. Got him back. He's got him back. Don't you hurt that dog. Still him. Still him. Still him. Still him. He got him on the back. I'm gonna shoot this motherfucker. Hang on, no. Hang on. Hang on. Put that back down. Hang up there, Leroy. Still him, bud. Still him. Still him. Still him. Pull it all down. Still him, bud. Still him. Still him, Leroy. Still him. Still him, Leroy. Still him, bud. Still him. Still him, bud.
Get him, Leroy. Love that dog. Get him, Leroy. Go, Leroy. Go on.
Still him. Still him. Still him, bud. Still him, bud. Back off. Still him, bud. Stand back off. No, get out of here. Check. Stop. Come out. Come out. Come on out. I'm bleeding, man. Come out. Come out. I got it, Jeff. Master, give me what you do. You gotta hold my leg. Hold on. Fuck, you gotta hold me down. Watch him, Leroy. Still him, bud. Still him, bud. Still him. Still him, Leroy. Still him, bud. Still him. Stay down. Stay good. Taser down. Up hands. Step out. Stay good. Taser. You got spray on him now. Huh? You got spray on him now. We get that dog out. Yes. We don't get it. I can't. I got you. We're all good. Show me your hands right now. And throw that back down. Show your hands. Yes, I can't see what he's doing with his hands, guys. Show your hands. Keep them up on your head right now. Hands up on your head right now. Keep your hands up where I can see them. Put your hands up where I can see them. Put your hands up. Where's the bed at? Don't worry, you're safe. Get your tongue out. He's safe. I got the key. How's my family? Show your hands. Get out right now. Crawl out. Crawl out right now.
One of the cops was flipping ready to shoot him in case he hurt the dog or for hurting the dog. I don't fucking blame him at all.
I'll have to take my own life. You have a gun back there? Oh, goddamn. Show your hands right now. Oh, you're good. Come out now. Come out now. Oh my God, you're killing me. You're killing me. Come out now. You're doing it again. Come out now. Come on out now. Get out of here. Let's go. Get out. Get out of the back. Get out. Get out, Casey. Get out. Get out.
Told a story about one of the first times I got arrested last night. Being drunk teenagers decided to climb on a school roof and somebody who lived nearby phoned the police. And we were all hiding and stuff from the police. And as soon as the cop said, right, if you don't come out now, I'm going to send the dog in, we all came out. And it was like later, we were obviously so dumb and drunk. It was later, I thought, how the fuck are they going to get the police dog on the roof? Didn't occur to us at the time. But as soon as we were threatened with the police dog, we were straight out.
Oh, so dizzy. Listen, I'm not out. I'm dying, motherfucker. Get out! Get out! Right now! Get out right now! I'm beating your ass! Get out! Right fuck now! Sarge, if he starts fighting, Sarge, please help me. Okay, I'm going. Pull him out. Get out! I can't. Slow. Get out! If he starts fighting, come out. Get out, say. Quit wrestling. Okay. Get up! Get up! I'm doing it! Go! Put the hands around your back! I'm dying! I'm dying! Now! Go, Leroy! Go, bud! Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm dying. I'll get you on the hand, man. You got that dog? I got him. No. Okay. Just stay on him. Stay on him. Don't fucking fight. Go. Can't breathe. Go, Leroy. Get a hand. He's fighting. He's fighting. He's fighting still. Put him back on, Chad. He's still fighting. Now, watch your knee. Give me your other hand. Stop resisting. Give me your left hand. Go. I'll win. Put your left hand. Take it behind it. Put it behind it. I can't. Go. I got this stuff. I got it. All right, we got to hold on. Leroy. Yes, Are you done? Yes, it is me. Put a couple. Let's take it down, grab hold. Okay, I got it. Oh, I got it. Yes. Nope. I got it. Easy. Easy shit. Quit fighting. I got it. I'm not fighting, bucks. Good pat down. Hey, good pat down. Good Brian, can you get a pat down? You okay? Yeah, I'm good. I think I broke my hand.
I don't know what she would make of this, actually. It'd be like, evil police officers send dog to rip man to bits for nothing, for no reason. He was so scared, he was just hiding because he saw the police come in for no reason.
Just confirming you guys are right there at that address.
Yeah, we are. Send neighborhood standards out here also. You all right? I'm a sheep or something. For what? His head. Oh. Man. We have So I went down there to did he have a knife on him? He had something out in his waistband. He's threatening to kill the dog. He hit the dog in the face multiple times with a bat. With a bat? Yeah. I was going to holler down at them, but don't. Get up on here.
Oh, poor dog.
Where's our dog? He's been bitten multiple times. Yeah, we're good. You all right?
Man, you guys can't be doing that to people.
Anybody have a knife that they can...
Yeah. You guys cannot do that to people.
There.
Okay.
And up there.
Yeah, there's probably someone on the back as well.
He's got three of them.
Look, torn to pieces. Poor man.
Battery prior, the other domestic battery prior threatening a public official, and the other is traffic charges.
Yeah, right. That's fucking bullshit anyway.
That is correct.
Blake was charged with felony aggravated domestic battery, armed violence and unlawful restraint, misdemeanor striking a police animal, aggravated assault, and resisting, obstructing an officer.
Jolly good.
Overall, Blake pleaded guilty to aggravated domestic battery and was found guilty of armed violence and was sentenced to 5 years in prison.
Right, that's been fun. I have got to go though. I stayed on a lot longer than I meant to, but I've got to go. I've got to go in to see the heart nurse thing with my mum. See what's what. So take care, everybody. If I don't see or speak to you over the weekend, I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. And I didn't just pause that, did I? No, thankful for that. Right, yeah, and I will see you all soon. Bye.